Okay, the first topic I want to talk about is Japan, Japanese chemical company, because recently Japan stock market and Japan economy is very, very popular. Everybody talks about Japan. Even Warren Buffett is investing in Japan. Warren Buffett has invested 5 companies in Japan, and recently in my CE courses, some of the not fund manager, the financial, the wealth planners, financial planners, they are actually suggesting, that there are some funds, unit trusts that are Japan related funds in our Malaysia unit trust industry, and they can also recommend to their clients as well. So how do we look at Japan is that the way I look at Japan is that there is a potential, because a lot of time, right, whenever you see the rest of the world, they are not doing well, then you see Japan unit trust will do well. Okay, so the Japanese equity market is inverse relationship with the rest, and not only that, not only the Warren Buffett is looking highly on the Japanese economy, industrial economy. Even the Taiwanese companies, they are also looking at investing in Japan. According to the article, right, it says that we didn't know that actually Japan, the semiconductors industry were originated from Japan in the 1980s. Okay, so in the 1980s, the Japanese were very good in the semiconductors, and all the Walkman, all the electrical appliances and all this, they were all based on the technology of a semiconductor. So which means that now people are because of the semicon become so important, right? So people are now looking back to the Japan for the semiconductors industry, because they said that they already have the material, the raw material is already there. They have everything there already. It's just that maybe some human resource engineers or advanced technology, but the basic infrastructure, raw material, everything is there. So here, this article, it says that there's this Japanese chemical company, right? They have a very niche material, raw material that's supplied to this EUV chip making material. And the EUV is the latest lithographic technology for semiconductor industry. It can produce very, very high-end advanced chip, like a very, very small nanometer. Okay, so this is called the extreme ultraviolet lithography. So it's a method for making advanced chips. Okay, so because for the remember I told you guys about the equipment. So for semiconductors, right, we are focusing on the chip manufacturing, but then do we know that in order to produce the chip, you need the equipment to produce the chip? So ASML, which is a Netherlands company, ASML, they are the largest equipment manufacturer for the semicon. Okay, they are the largest equipment. So if any of the chip manufacturers, they want to buy equipments, right, they have to go to ASML. Okay, and now ASML is the latest technology is called the EUV lithography. Okay, this is the really the advanced chip manufacturing equipment. It's called the EUV lithography. And this particular company, Osaka Organic Chemical Company, is producing these high-end chemicals used in this EUV technology. So meaning that the raw material is there in Japan. So which explains why everybody is looking back into the Japan again. Discovery Fund. It's called this United Japan Discovery Fund. Okay, it's by UOB. It's called United Japan Discovery Fund. And because in the unit trust, right, we have a lot of the funds are ex-Japan. All the Asia Pacific, there is one bracket ex-Japan, because the Japanese economy was that horizontal for the last 20 over years. So nobody see any incentive to invest in Japan, because this country is totally like not growing at all. So then a lot of the funds, they will put their ex-Japan. But now everybody's attention is back to Japan. And why are all these sudden rush of a lot of factories are moving back to Japan to set up factory? Is because they said that the currency is very cheap now. if you check the currency, it's 140 per USD, 145 or 140, and then it may go to 150. So meaning that the Japanese currency is depreciating against the USD. So which means that now, if they are looking at setting up the plant and the factories, right, they need low cost. So then they go for the depreciated currency to set up with a low cost. And then once the Japanese yen appreciate in value, and then they can sell things, then they can reap the benefit of that appreciation of the Japanese yen. Okay, so that's why you see suddenly everybody is looking at Japan again, because of this attractive part about the Japanese economy. You have the currency advantage, and then you have the raw material, semicon raw material advantage. Okay, so take a look at